everyone. Welcome to Lunchtime Goals with me, Wanda Martin. Listen, just let me know who's being a part of Lunchtime Goals today. So go ahead and just hit me up, type your name in the comments section. Let me know who's joining me today. Like I always say, I get excited when it comes time to doing Lunchtime Goals with you guys because I get to do something that I'm so passionate about doing, and that is educating you and motivating you to achieve your goals. So go ahead and hit me up. Go ahead in the feed. Let me know who's all a part, where all my 8%ers at. Now, the reason why I only hang out with you guys for 8 minutes is because the University of Scranton, they did a research and they discovered that 92% of Americans who set their goals, they never achieved them, 92%, which means that's right, only 8%. Where are my 8% is at? Go ahead and put 8% in the feed for me. Only 8% of Americans who set their goals, they actually achieve their goals. And so my goal is every Wednesday when I hang out with you guys, my goal is to get you guys to be a part of that 8%. And one of the ways that I do that is by hanging out with you for 8 minutes. And so I can give you 8 minutes of success, 8 minutes of goal setting tips and strategies so you can be a part of the 8%. Now, today we have a great subject planned for you all. And so today what we're going to be talking about is the 8 goal setting mistakes that individuals will make. Now, the reason why we're going to talk about these 8 goal setting mistakes is because number one, I want you guys to avoid them, especially going into the year 2021. But then also I want to talk about them so that you can avoid making these mistakes on here and out. So I don't want you to be a part of the 92%. The 92%ers, they're notorious about making these 8 goal set mistakes, but not the 8%ers. The 8%ers, we know how to avoid these 8 goal setting common mistakes. So you guys ready? If you're ready, go ahead and type ready for me in the feed. Now, if you guys are ready to learn about these 8 goal setting mistakes, come on, let's go ahead and get started. Now, again, I've only selected 8 because we only going to hang out for 8 minutes. So once the 8 minutes are up, hey, I'm going to go ahead and conclude, and then we'll pick back up on next week. So mistake number one. Mistake number one is setting unrealistic goals. Setting unrealistic goals. Listen, when you're exploring your goals you want to accomplish, you want to make sure that your goals are realistic, and so that you can actually achieve them in the time time frame that you set. So for an example, I have this as an example. For an example, say if you have a goal to run a marathon. Now, it's unrealistic for you to sign up to run a marathon, or should I say like a half marathon or a full marathon within the next week, especially if you have not been training. So isn't that unrealistic? So that's pretty much unrealistic. Here's another one. Say if you have a goal to become a CEO of a company, but you have no experience at all. How many know this goal might be a little bit unrealistic for you? I mean, at least not yet, because you don't have any experience. Or let's say you have a goal to build a multi-million-dollar business, but you don't even have your own business. So you haven't even started your own business. Again, that is a goal that is not realistic. So whenever you go ahead to set realistic goals, what you want to do, you want to make sure that your goals are smart. So in other words, you want to make sure that they're specific. You want to make sure that they're measurable, that they're achievable. I like to say actionable, that they're realistic. There we go right there. And that they're timely. And so when you make sure that your goals fit into those 5 categories, then I guarantee you that you will wind up setting realistic goals. So that's the first mistake that I want you to avoid. Don't set unrealistic goals. Make sure that the goals that you set, that they are realistic and they're in the time and the season that you can achieve them. So that's mistake number one. So let's go into mistake number 2 for you to avoid. And that is focusing on too many areas, or should I say too few areas. Focusing on too few areas. Now imagine that you just wrote out a list of goals for the next year, such as, I want to increase my sales by 15%. Say if you're a business manager and you want to increase your sales by 15%, and you want to apply for a promotion for the top manager position, and you want to read 1 leadership book each month. Now, here's the thing. All of those items they're great goals to have. Now, the one problem about that list is this. It's only focusing on one area, and that is your career. And one goal setting mistake that most people make, they only focus on a few areas. And so they don't focus on other areas in their lives. And so with that being said, when you go to set your goals, especially for 2021, make sure you set your goals or you make goals for different areas of your life and not just for one area. Does that make sense? And you want to do that so that your life can maintain proper balance. So for an example, I have on the screen, these are 5 areas where you should be setting goals. Number 1, you should be setting goals in the faith area. Number 2, you should be setting goals where your family is concerned, in the family area. Number 3, you should be setting goals in the finance area. Number 4, you should be setting goals in the future area. And then number 5, I see I have finance twice, but the 5th area that you should set your goals should be in the fitness area. So do you guys see that? If you make sure that you set goals in each and every one of those categories, I'm telling you, it will help you to live out a proper life, a proper balanced life, I should say, and then all your goals will be evenly distributed. You just will not just focus on one area of your life, but you will wind up focusing on all areas of your life. And so that is mistake number 2. You want to avoid focusing on just too few areas. You want to focus on at least 5 areas so that you can have proper balance in your life. And so with that being said, let's go to mistake number 3, moving right along. The third mistake that you want to avoid, and that is underestimating goal completion time. Underestimating goal completion time. Now, have you guys, if this ever happened to you all, have you ever set a goal that took you longer than you thought it should take you? Now, here's the thing. If you don't estimate your goal completion time accurately, it can be very discouraging when things go longer or take longer to achieve than what you thought they should. As a matter of fact, this happened to me last year. I set a goal to read 12 leadership books within a year. And this one particular book, now with that being said, I broke that 12 list down. And so my goal was to read 1 leadership book a month. And so what I did, one particular month, I had my leadership book, and I did not estimate how long it was going to take me, to read that book. I thought it was going to take me a month, but the book was thicker than I thought. And so instead of me reading that book within 1 month, it took me 2 months to read that book. And so by doing that, it really had set me off course. It caused me to get off track with that particular goal because I underestimated the goal completion of that particular book. And so with that being said, what I want to share with you guys is this: to avoid this from ever happening to me again, what I now do, I pad my goals for extra times for delays and setbacks and different things of that nature, so I won't feel pressure to rush through them or to finish it. So I allow extra room, extra time for just, sometimes life happens, sometimes delays comes up, sometimes you experience setbacks. And so what am I saying? When it comes to you setting your goals for 2020, make sure that you leave some room for some setback, delays, or just life happening. And that will keep you from feeling pressured to accomplish that goal within an X amount of time. So that is mistake number 3. You want to avoid underestimating completion time, because that's something that I did. Now let's do goal number 4. I think we have 1 more minute so I can finish this up. Goal number 4, or mistake number 4, I should say, setting too many goals. This is a big mistake that I see amongst a lot of individuals. They set too many goals. Listen, when you start setting your goals, you want to make sure that you set enough goals so that you can complete them. You don't want to set too many goals. And again, this is something that I've seen happen in the lives of many individuals. They set goals, too many goals. And so what happens, they wind up becoming overwhelmed, or they stretch themselves too thin. And so I want you guys to avoid that from happening to you. And so one of the ways to do that, you want to limit the goals that you are working on so that you can have time and energy to do the others well. So the rule is this: it's quality and it's not quantity. So you want to avoid this particular mistake, setting too many goals. The rule of thumb is this: it's quality, is really not quantity. I don't want you to become overwhelmed, and I don't want you to stretch yourself too thin. Just make sure, if you do what I have expressed almost every week, you want to set enough goals in those 5 categories, at least 2 in each category. If you do that, it would help you not to become overwhelmed or stretch yourself too thin. Well, hey, you guys, if you would love to hear the conclusion of this matter, if you want to hear the other 4 mistakes to avoid, that means you're going to have to tune in to me next week, because that's 8 minutes. And I promise I just want to hang out with you guys for 8 minutes. And so, hey, before we close out, let me just do it one goal setting trivia, which is this: Name one common goal mistake that you're going to avoid in 2021. Now, I gave you four. I just want you to name one common goal mistake that you're going to avoid in 2021. If you have the answer, I gave you four, just go ahead and type it in the comment section. And the first person who types in the correct answer, make sure it's the ones that I shared up on the screen, you're definitely going to receive a mystery prize from me in the mail. So go ahead, you guys, let's all participate. Let's go ahead and name one common goal that you're going to, one common goal mistake that you're going to avoid in 2021. The first one who will go ahead and indicate it in the comment section will win a special prize from me. And I will announce that winner next week. And so with that being said, hey, as we close out, hey, listen, I have a new book that is coming out. I'm pretty excited about it. It's called Become a Part of the 8%. Goal for the Goal. Is over 100 pages of practical information on how to set and achieve your goals. It will be a great Christmas gift for yourself. It'll be a great Christmas gift for someone else. So you want to make sure that you go ahead and purchase the book today. You can visit www.wandamartin.org. And then also, hey, you guys, my Go for the Gold t-shirts has just came in. And so, hey, listen, that is also up on Wanda Martin's website page. So if you would like to purchase a t-shirt, hey, I'm rocking mine today. So hopefully you can see it. I don't think you can, but I am rocking mine today. I have them in black. I have them in white. Hey, let's go ahead and show the unity. Be a part of the 8%. Go ahead and purchase your t-shirt today at www.wandamartin.org. And then also, hey, to all of my first time visitors, this is your first time hanging out with me today, go ahead and type me in the comment section. I'm going to send you a free wristband in the mail. And then also finally, hey, you guys, if you want more information about goal setting, you can visit my Go for the Goal Facebook page. Hey, you want a free gift? Just type in Lunchtime Goals in the comment section. Follow me on Instagram. You see the information right there. I have a YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe. And if you want more information, you can visit www.wandamartin.org. Well, hey, you guys, like I always love to say, thank you so much for joining with me today. Lunchtime Goals with Wanda. I pray that you got some information, you learned some mistakes so that you can avoid making mistakes when you comes to setting your goals for 2021. So like I love to end all my sessions. Hey, be safe, be great, and be 8 all day. Hey, God bless.